we're breaking down Awakened Flame like you've never seen before. As you know, we're recruiting for our 1v1 tournament, and while we were stopping by one of our favorite streamer, Lion's private server, we ran into a pro flame user who just destroyed us. But stay tuned, because we turned the tables on this dude. Flip the script even, and hopefully you can start doing this trick in your world. As always, each video has a Perm Fruit giveaway, so if you're here for that, leave a comment and you might win. And we'll update the pinned comment to show who won in that video. So we ran into the legend that is Jimbo. Now, we walked into the server, and Jimbo was fighting 4 people at once and wasn't even getting touched. Now, before we get too into it, let's dive right into the breakdown. Now, Jimbo's an Awakened Flame user using Godhuman, Spikey Trident, and Soul Guitar. Let's talk about Awakened Flame. Now, what makes Awakened Flame so strong is that all of its moves, besides the movement move, F, break instant, break hockey. And so it's very difficult to reliably Kentrick moves when you have flame users using their flame move. On top of that, most of the moves come out almost instantaneously outside of Flame V. Flame V, of course, has a little bit of a startup. It's very similar to Rumble V, like we saw in one of the last videos, but it's still very strong, very powerful flame. Now, Flame F is a movement move. If you hold it, it's very slow. It's very similar to Magma F, to Venom F, as far as flight speed is concerned. But if you tap it, if you just tap Flame F, it's very similar to Portal M1, and it sends you double the distance. And you can use it very similar to Portal M1 with that double distance, and you can use it offensively or defensively. If you're getting attacked, you could use it to reposition, or you could use it to shoot yourself straight up. If you want to be more aggressive with it, you could use it to close the distance, flash step, and start something like Flame C as a combo starter. Flame F is very versatile. I recommend pressing it and very rarely holding it. Next move is Flame X. 11 to 12 second cooldown, long range snipe, very similar to Buddy Sword X from the last video, but has a very nice size hitbox. It sends them predictably back, it shoots them straight back, and very good snipe, very solid damage. There's about 3,000 damage if you have Blox Fruit maxed. Now, Flame C is one of the bread and butter combo starters when it comes to Awakened Flame. 16 second cooldown and knocks them straight up, and also shoots you straight up, but above the opponent. If you hit somebody with Flash Step Flame C, you can aim straight down with Godhuman X and combo that into Godhuman C. So Flame C is one of the more reliable combo starters because it shoots them up predictably, and then you can aim whatever combo extender you want straight down at your opponent. Now, I know I said all the flame moves break instinct, but technically the outer ring of Flame C does not break instinct. It is really risky to keep your instinct on during the duration of the fight, just hoping that they miss their Flame C. So it's really up to you. High risk, low reward, in my opinion, to keep your hockey on against a flame user, depending on the rest of their loadout. Now, Flame V is super strong. Very similar to Rumble V, but a shorter cooldown. Flame V has 28 second cooldown. It goes surprisingly far. You can use it to cover yourself, or you can kind of use it as a hard read for your opponent. But what I've seen more reliably is Soul Guitar X into Flame V because you have enough time to cast it. The cast time is about 1 second, then you can act after that 1 second, and your opponent is stunned for 2 seconds after the impact. So you have about a second buffer for you to be able to follow up with some type of combo. Generally, what I see is Flame V into Godhuman C or Flame V into Spikey Trident X. That's what I saw Jimbo use fairly frequently, and it was very useful. And in the lab when I practice, it's easily reproducible, definitely something that you can do. And the damage on Flame V overall is crazy. There's about 3,000 damage from what I've seen, and even more, of course, if you have Human V. And again, really the strength of Flame is every single one of these moves breaks instinct. So even though Flame V breaks instinct on that impact, you can actually Kentrick after the first hit. So if you save your instinct for after the first hit, you can actually dodge out of it and hopefully get out of their follow-up combo. All right, so with that out of the way, I know we're familiar with the rest of the loadout, but let's talk about how the uniqueness of Flame makes this loadout even deadlier. So starting things off, Godhuman C is a super strong combo starter. When you're dealing with a Spikey Trident user, Godhuman C tends to be followed by Spikey Trident X, the Spikey Trident pool. So if you see them charging Godhuman C and hitting you with the charge move, or even the instant Godhuman C, prepared to pop your hockey, your instinct, because then you can easily Kentrick the Spikey Trident combo. Of course, Godhuman X, very strong poke, but sends them up predictably, so if they're within range, you're able to combo something like Godhuman Z, or if you're too far away, you could follow up with some type of Flame X, some type of long-range damage ability. Now, Spikey Trident is a very strong weapon, but all of its moves are Kentrickable. So the nice thing about Flame is because it breaks instinct, you could break their instinct and possibly hit them with the Spikey Trident move and get a pretty solid guaranteed combo. Spikey Trident pull is something that closes distance very well, but also pulls the opponent to you for a very easy follow-up combo, so be very mindful of that Spikey Trident pull. Spikey Trident pull is a 14-second cooldown, so kind of keep track of that as the opponent uses that pull move. Again, a lot of times you'll see Godhuman C into Spikey Trident pull, or if they hit you with the Flame V, they'll do the Spikey Trident pull. Now remember, since you can Kentrick Flame V, it might not be a bad idea to stay in instinct, but remember, you're draining your dodges very quickly, so there's a chance that he might still hit you with that Spikey Trident pull. But with Godhuman C, after you get hit with it, whether it be charged or just instant, you want to press that instinct button immediately, otherwise you're dead. And of course, Soul Guitar. A lot of times you'll see Flash Step into Soul Guitar X. Soul Guitar X is just a very strong combo starter. Now, only the first few frames of the move actually knock you up and cause a stun, but a lot of times you're going to see Soul Guitar X into Flame V. Very reliable combo, and Flame V with it doing 3,000 damage as a Blox Fruit main is super strong, and especially the fact that you can combo from Flame V. Flame V in general is very deadly. Okay, fight number 1. This is the first PvP of the day for me, so I don't know what to expect, but my goal with the first round in any fighting game is to learn my opponent's habits. He starts off super strong with Godhuman C right into Spikey Trident as expected. His full combo gets me to about 3,000 life with Cyborg V3 as a defensive option, but once I fall out, he hits me immediately with Soul Guitar into Flame V and I get deleted. But notice something? Remember in the breakdown how I talked about potential combos? I didn't know it at the time, but he just showed his whole hand, bro. He starts off super aggressive and is shooting for 2 main openers, Godhuman C, Soul Guitar X, so keep that in mind. All right, fight number 2. So we run it back, and wouldn't you know it, he's super aggressive. Again, pay attention to this. He Flash Step Flame Bs and misses right into Godhuman C. I popped Cyborg V3 because I was late in the cantrick for Spikey Trident, but he switched it up and he used Soul Guitar Z instead. That was pretty smart on his part. I'm missing all my moves though, dude. He gets a nice Flame C and a Godhuman X. Notice here, I Portal X and he immediately Soul Guitar X's in response. I'm thinking since Portal X is a shorter cooldown, I can maybe burn his Soul Guitar X option on purpose next time. I'm gonna keep this in my back pocket for later. Now I know his main openers are on cooldown, but he covers himself with Flame V and I mistakenly already Portal Z'd, so another loss. But I learned so much in these 2 fights. Even though I didn't know that Flame V was tentrickable yet, I know what openers he can kill with and which he can't. Now taking all of that knowledge, let's see how fight number 3 goes. Now remember, in a tournament situation, it's important to know how many games it takes to win the set. In this case, we're on game 3, so doing best of 5, there's still a chance. I know he's gonna play more aggressive, he always does, so I keep Portal on to stay mobile and react to any openers. Instead of staying aggressive with Portal, I test my hypothesis with Portal X and he immediately casts Soul Guitar. Learning habits and adaptation, the whole point of this video, it's beautiful. Spikey Trident X's for movement, so we have 14 seconds on that cooldown. So Godhuman C will not kill if he hits me with it, but it'll still chunk for good damage. Flame B is out and he takes up a lot of space with it, so I get a buff to get a vantage point, but he snipes me with Soul Guitar Z, which is pretty annoying. But he can't follow up for the kill here. Just damage. I totally missed my Portal X exit, which sucks because his options are pretty much back now. I Spikey Trident for movement just to see what he does, and we have a few exchanges back and forth, but nothing substantial. However, I get in his space and I try to Hail Mary Portal X. If I could jump, I might be able to catch him mid-air with the exit, and I do. Quick click onto him with Portal Z and get him with a preliminary combo, but don't seal the deal just yet. And he Flame C's out. So I did 8k damage. I got about 4 to 5k left. He Flash Step catches me with Soul Guitar X, so I pop my Cyborg to damage him, but also defend against any follow-up, but he sadly hits Godhuman Z. But something you might not know about Godhuman Z is if you're slow to follow up with it, like a follow-up move, it sends you a shorter distance than Portal Z goes. So if I spam click Portal Z as you send me, I counter your combo and check it out, it works. That's why I never recommend spamming Godhuman Z in neutral without a follow-up. And we did it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm just kidding. Imagine if that was it, bro. No. I want you to see how important fighting game mechanics like adaptation and learning habits can take you, and how far it took me against this dude. Because once I learn the matchup and his habits, yeah, you'll see. Just wait. Okay, I took a W. So fight number 4. Remember, this guy is aggressive and I'm ready for it. He insta flash steps into Flame V and I'm out, but the range on it makes 0 sense sometimes, and he catches me, I guess. I didn't 10-trick Spikey Trident because I didn't even know I got hit by the Godhuman C, to be honest. He does his full combo and I just kind of stand there. I Portal X into Godhuman C, but my Spikey Trident just glitches to the sky. That happens sometimes. He punishes me with a snipe, and I snipe him back with my own Godhuman X. I go into Portal X, and he takes to the sky. I snipe him again with Godhuman X, and we're just back and forth. My Portal X triggers his Godhuman X, and he gets me insanely low. All of a sudden, he AFKs, but I'm not about to take the W that I don't deserve. He comes back with Soul Guitar Z, and I just get the free W. Godhuman C through the fire, and the flames get full combo, and we'll take that. And now, fight number 5. It's 2-2. First of 3 wins, best of 5. And guess how he starts? Is it A, aggressive? B, it's aggressive. It's just gonna be aggressive. He insta Godhuman C's and I'm out with Portal X. I could have punished it, but I hang out inside instead, and he blows Spikey Trident X to get out. He hits me with the Flame V. I know his only range moves left are Godhuman X and Flame C, so I just run straight out, and he misses. We have a couple exchanges for a bit, but it's pretty uneventful. I miss-aim my Portal Z and stop just a little short, and that gets me super low. So I charge Godhuman C in a last-ditch effort to hopefully catch him, and he Spikey Trident X's away, but you know how Roblox teleports work. I get him with the pull, but I miss the combo. We're both so low. He Godhuman sees me, but he wasted everything. I know we're both last hit. He's charging Flame B, so I hope I did my math correctly, and this will kill him. Does it? Of course it does. Game 5, boys. We took the W. We did it. But wait, Jimbo says he's much better in V4, and he's like, bro, I can beat you. And I told him I don't do V4 because to me, I think V4 is a little OP in a 1v1, but he's welcome to do it. And so we agree on a V4 human versus just a normal run-of-the-mill cyborg. The final battle to prove whether or not I really learned his habits and earned the W. Remember, with human V4, we got 3 flash steps, a lot of different things with human V4 we have to be mindful of. It's about to be insane. So we start off, of course, aggressive. He catches me in his combo and he misses. He doesn't finish it. And I didn't even have to Kentrick. Is this plot armor? You bet your leopard is plot armor because we are not dropping this combo, not when it counts, and we did it. We won the best of 5, and we beat him with his V4 on, and we had nothing. The most important takeaway for all of you and for myself is we learned that understanding the matchup, paying attention to habits, and adaptation is key to winning a tournament set like this. GG's, Jimbo. I'm always down for the run back when you are. I really liked making this video. It was cool experiencing it and then being able to put this back together and relive it for the video. I hope you learned something. It's important to take away some knowledge when it comes to the actual breakdown of the fruits, but even more so the fighting game concepts, because a lot of those concepts aren't really taught in Blox Fruits, but it's something that's so important because you deal with a human on the other end of the screen. It's not just a computer, so it's important to understand the mentality of your opponent because you can understand it and leverage it and get some W's. And it's been a lot of fun. I'm definitely by no means a pro just yet, but I'm working every single day to get to that point, and I can tell that the fighting game concepts are starting to help. But of course, we'll take all the help we can get. So if you want to be in the next 1v1 showcase, or if you want to join us in our private server, do some 1v1s with us and maybe show up in one of these videos, leave a comment or join our Discord. As always, we're doing a Perm Fruit giveaway with every video, so leave a comment and you're entered to win. And we'll post 2-1 in the pinned comment of this video and probably in a short somewhere. Until next time.